Part 8 of Aspetra begins now. Last time we reached Dragon Isle, which we've known existed for a long time because somebody mentioned it way back, probably in part 2 or 3. So we went to this Stonehenge thing and used an amulet these dragon priest people gave me. Okay, nothing to the south. That's good. Some caves over here. This looks like a town. That's interesting. Stone houses. What's to the north? I'm gonna keep going. Oh, that looks like a locked door. Only the axe that an elf made me that was said to break anything would actually do its job, but I guess it doesn't. Oh wow, more items to buy. Hey, it looks like they're dragons. This is my shop. Okay, I think I've got what I need from that. Well, I bet they would if I could afford them. So let's check out the town. No, not right now. At least I think I'm pretty full up. What's this? It looks like a hanging dragon head lamp. Kind of like the interesting decor. Good question. Oh, right, the eggs were stolen. Pardon me for eating some pizza thing. Oh. Okay, so that's how I get in there. Oh. Is this gonna be like some ultimate dungeon? Nothing in here. Hi, Kimbersion. How's it going? I'm visiting Dragon Isle, which, true to its name, is populated by dragons. If we maybe find a house that's not empty. This game has a big problem with empty houses. Or maybe I have the problem with empty houses. The game just has empty houses. Yeah, it's usually pretty late night when I stream. Like I stay up pretty late, and it's a nice quiet time to do it where I know I won't be interrupted. But I don't know, I'm getting so close to the end of this game that I was just kind of itching to play some more, so that's why I'm playing at a not terrible hours of the night. Okay, so there was nothing to the west either. I was so worried that there would be like 4 ways to go, and I'd go like the wrong way 3 times, but this time it was actually pretty nice to me. Here, I'll come to the shop again just so you can meet a dragon. You can't really see the dragon behind the text, but they're offering to sell me stuff that I can't afford yet. So into the dungeon we go. Oh, it's got new music. Yeah, it's from 1996. Yeah, it was made by a company called Zonerware, but as far as I can tell, it was one person named Andy Wood. I still haven't... I found a blog he had about 8 years ago, but that's the last information I could find about him. I think he worked for Microsoft for a while. Is that a loop point? Okay, think the music's repeating now? So I just like to listen to it when I get to something new. A green dragon! Oh, I have to fight this? Shameful. I don't think I should be fighting dragons on Dragon Isle. I'm supposed to be helping dragons. Okay, there's the stairs to the next level. So this is the first dungeon that's had levels. Like, that's a new thing in this one. So I figure I should probably hunt around, because The Dragon Chief said there'd be a lot of treasure in this dungeon. And it might be the last dungeon in the game. So I might as well take my time with it. It's also weird that there's only one enemy in this dungeon, it seems like. Fabian's Game Engine Black Books. I don't know those ones. I knew Michael Brash's computer graphics programming black book. I have a copy of that somewhere, but that one was very influential on me at the time. Well, and still, I think. There's some things I learned from it that have stuck with me forever. Oh, I wanted to give that. There. That title will fit. I wonder what dragons are susceptible to. Let's try frost. That looks like normal damage. I feel like fire's not going to be their weakness. Oh, okay, so they're a book about Id. Did I try Earth? Not Earth. Not Bolt. So I still haven't tried fire, which I don't expect will be it. And I haven't tried... Oh, Wolfenstein 3D was the first book? Because I think of like... what was it called? Hover Tank 3D or whatever? As like their first game in that series of first-person shooter engines, and then you have like Catacombs, Abyss. Fire, Frost, Flood. Fire's the only one I haven't tried. It shouldn't be fire, they're dragons, right? Well, okay, they don't have an elemental weakness. That's all I've learned here. But, I don't know, maybe it'd be harder to write a book about Hover Tank 3D. Yeah. There were two really good books sort of about game development in the late 80s, I guess, early 90s. The Prince of Persia developer, he kept a journal while he made that game, and it's very interesting, like it's, you know, like the details of his life through the whole thing, but a lot about what ended up making that game. And then there's a game that I think I should stream called Time Bandit, for the Atari ST. It was also for the TRS-80, and I think there was an Amiga port, which was like a very unique game that I have. Oh, Dragon Amulet. 582. Oh yeah, it's a big upgrade. 492. Sorry, just looking at this knight sword I just found. But Time Bandit, it's like, it was made around the same time as Gauntlet, but it's a very similar game to Gauntlet. I think it had similar inspiration. Like, for a long time I thought it was a Gauntlet clone, but it's not. It really is not. Like, it was contemporary with it. But it also has all these, like, weird puzzle kind of adventure game elements to it. Like, it has a text parser in certain parts. But they unlock gradually. You play levels over and over again, and each time the level gets bigger. And by the time you've done a level, I think it's like 16 times, there's like the full puzzle is kind of at your disposal if you figure it out. I've never like played the whole game because it's got like 20 levels and each of them has 16 versions of it. And I don't know, like as a kid I had no idea how far it went in that respect, but the developer wrote a book about it later, and it's also a guide to the whole game, so it tells you about everything that's in the game. But it was a really neat book. I forget what the book was called. It was like the Time Bandit's Guide to something. Maybe I could look it up. I don't know. Time Bandit. Oh, the Time Lord's Handbook. Okay, well. Here, I found it. I've left it on the Victor jingle. But, anyhow, this was a very interesting book. Actually, I think there's a PDF version of this somewhere that you can download for free. Unless I'm mistaken. But it was a very unique game, and like I want to make a game kind of based on this mechanic, but oh, here we go. Found it. Yeah, here's the free version. It's a cool read that recommend if you're interested. You might want to play the game for a little bit first, but it was the kind of game that had so much mystery to me as a kid. Like, I'd play it for a bit, and I didn't understand how the save system worked. You could save to disk. Yeah, you could link to those. But I never realized like why you would need to continue. Like, from my perspective, it just like looked like you beat a level, and then I think I noticed that they'd change, but you know, I didn't know you could beat it 16 times and then be done with it. Like, that was beyond my, like, I didn't think it would be possible. So I treated it more as just like a weird game where you could select what level you wanted to go to, and they were all a bit spooky. I think I've found everything on this level. How much GP am I up to yet? Okay, so I'm wondering if that sword you could buy outside is better or worse than the one I just picked up. But that book, and then there's a Prince of Persia one. Like, those two I thought were really cool reads. Ooh, blue dragons. We're on blue level now. And they're casting frost. I wonder if these are fire sensitive. I will check that out later. Fabian Sanglard. Anyhow, I'm not sure if Time Bandit was a successful game or not. Like, I don't think I've ever met anyone else who has played it. But I don't know, it was immensely fascinating to me as a kid, and I couldn't make sense of it, because I don't know. I think to be able to make sense of it, either I would have had to had the manual, and I didn't because it was pirated, or otherwise, oh, I got distracted. Wasn't watching my hit points. Like, I think today I could probably figure it out, but I found the book, so the book just told me everything about it. Okay. Oops. I always forget that the answer to do you want to load is no by default in this, so I'm always just like tapping enter. Alright. So I'm just gonna run from everything here, because I think I've seen this floor. I just need to grab that sword. And then move on to where I was. There we are. This game had a shareware demo. So this one I've met a lot of people that have played. Like, I think it was a pretty popularly distributed demo. And at the time, nobody was really trying to do the Final Fantasy thing on, like, in DOS. There were very few examples of that, at least that I could find at the time. And so I was always very interested in this, but I don't know, you could only get it by mail order. So there's an order form. You could send money to a P.O. box and hope to get a response. Like, Oh wait, did I already go in here? So for me at the time, you know, like I didn't have money because I was a kid, and money was not a thing that I possessed. And I wasn't gonna mail order this thing, but I always wondered about this game. And so like coming back to it now, I kept trying to find like long plays of it, and I couldn't find any. So that's why I'm playing it. So that I can find out what this game is made of. And it's been interesting. I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's a must-play, but there's a lot of good stuff in it. Like, in particular, this battle system, like, there hasn't really been any interesting thing about the battle except, you know, like new portraits and new names for enemies. Those are sometimes interesting. This dungeon has been surprisingly plain about its enemies. And actually, I hadn't seen a palette swapped enemy until like the second last dungeon. Like, it had been unique enemies all the way through, and there's usually like 4 of them in each dungeon. Alright. I think I'll drop a save for level 3 here. Just in case I have another disaster. Mental lapse. Like all I could find, I was massively interested in Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy games, like when I first played it. Sometime in the early 90s. And I wanted to make my own, so I was kind of learning how to program. But I didn't really get that far until I had the internet. And all of a sudden I had access to so much information. And Michael Abrash's Black Book came out around that time, actually. It was sort of like the right time for me to learn that stuff. But I wanted to make a game like this, and I couldn't find anything else that had gotten to as close to like a complete and polished looking thing like this was. And then there was also the Verge community, which was like a free RPG engine that someone named Vecna was making. And I sort of joined them, even though I was kind of like writing my own thing. I wasn't really using the Verge engine. I liked hanging out with them on IRC and stuff like that. So that was sort of a cool place to congregate and talk about this kind of game. And everybody was making like these little Japanese-style RPGs with that engine, and they were fun to play. But none of them had a battle system, or maybe a few of them that kind of hacked one together with scripting. But it basically never had a battle system. So when I saw this I don't know, this was like, this is what I want to make. I don't know what an RPG would have looked like if I had managed to make it back then when I was trying to, like... I had a lot of ideas, but Hmm. That looks like Swift Sheldon. So Swift Sheldon is evil. Dragon Men? Oh no! It's a dragon warrior! Oh, I'd better fight back before I die. My amusement almost got me murdered. They were powerful. I'm going to use my most powerful spell. Anyhow, so I think a lot of people had the shareware version. I don't know how many people actually bought the full game, and it took me many years to actually like find one I could download somewhere. Like, because the shareware one you can find very easily, but the full version, I don't know, it seems to be much more rare to come across. And so it's been on my list of games to play for a while now. And I thought it would be good to stream because I would have liked to have been able to just look at a video and see where the game goes. Oh, I set their souls free. That's... is this a euphemism for murder? I don't like this. Oh. No, it's not. They're actually alive. Okay, well. Very well. I wasn't done with that level of the dungeon, though. No, I wasn't done. I wanted to see the rest of the dungeon. So they're going to resurrect Aspetra. Okay, so they just sent me back to this, hang on, I'm gonna drop a save here. I just want to poke around. Oops. I just want to poke around in the last level of the dungeon a little bit more before I move on. Also, I wanted to buy a better shield and a better ring from dragons. So if I don't find anything good, I won't do that thing again. But if you run from every battle, it kind of goes fairly quickly. Wait, was this the egg house? No, so I feel like that's important because, let's see, defense 55, defense 70, 85. Okay, that's a big step up. So I think that was worth collecting. And I'll just run from everything with the hope that that makes this go quickly, and it won't be... Well, I don't know. I've had some probably very boring looking reset. Wait! There's another level. And another level. Okay, so I'm glad I came back. Gray dragon. I still think it's super inappropriate to be... There's a good ring. Inappropriate to be fighting dragons on Dragon Isle when I'm supposed to be helping the dragons. Oh man, I need to keep my health up. Did I equip the, yeah. So Dragon Isle has a classist society, you're saying? These gray dragons are kind of tough. think I need one more heal. Like, in terms of strategic battle in this game, like managing your MP is kind of mildly part of it. Knowing when to run from enemies is important, especially at the beginning. For a whole part of the game, I seem to be kind of over-leveled. And you get a full heal every time you level up. So I was destroying enemies faster than I could run down my MP, but so now I'm wondering if this dungeon goes deeper. Like, I'm already 2 levels below where I was supposed to trigger that battle with the dragon warriors. There we go. And I've got a full set of equipment, so I don't know what else I could find down here. But it seems to be leading me to a something. I hope this isn't just like a loop that goes back to the start of this level. Oh, no, there's a level 6. Gold dragons. So I have an elemental magic system, but a lot of enemies just aren't weak to any particular element, so... And there was never any, you know, like the Final Fantasy Libra spell, or whatever it was called in various incarnations, but... So I've only been able to put it to use like once or twice against a few enemies where it was like obvious, or at least the thing I tried was turned out to be effective. These dragons are packing a punch. And yeah, like most of the game, I felt like I was overpowered for a lot of the enemies, so... And a very long time you don't have magic at all, so... It felt like magic didn't have much use. Well, is there going to be another floor with a platinum dragon? Or do you think the gold will be the end of it? Hmm. Wait, is this spelling something? That's an N. Oh, I gotta go back and look. It's gonna say Andy, maybe. Oh, I thought that was an A. Is that an A? Earlier in the game, I found what appeared to be a love letter to someone named Colleen, written in flowers on the ground. That looks like a D. This doesn't look like a Y. Looks like a dead end. My prediction was wrong. Though I could be standing on 4 letters that spell out wood. I'm not sure. Just for context, why I was predicting, that's the developer's name, Andy Wood. Definitely feels like it's spelling something, but it's hard to read. Does it say doth? Alright, there's gonna be another level. Oh man! Well, I gotta try that again. I always forget that no is default. Always. I didn't notice my health had fallen that low. So we go back through the letters. For most of the game, enemies took 2 hits. Oops. Oh, that was a waste. Oh well. Okay. So what's that up there? There's something in the corner that I can't reach. Red dragon. Oh, I didn't try and fight any dragons on level 5, eh? That was a waste. Or not level 5, I mean level 4. There was a very brief level. And I saved over my other save. I want to go back now. What's in here? Oh. Mirror shield. So 100 versus 85. It's incremental, but it's significant. Did a dragon just cast Nova on me? Good thing they have like 1/10 of the magic power that I do. This is a very long labyrinth. I don't know which way to go first. Oh, there's the next level. I chose wrong. Wait, did this just loop back to exactly where I just was? Mm-hmm. Even here, the game sticks it to me. All right. I think we're in level 9. I stopped counting. Well, at least someone put up torches down here. Whoa! Whoa! It's Colleen! This is amazing. I never expected this. I think I should run though. And hope for a battle against fewer Colleens. $37 versus... what did I have before? That didn't seem a big step up. 500 GP. No! Too many Colleens. Give me 2 of them, or maybe 1. What does the mind trip do? Oh, just a lot of damage. Oh no, I'm gonna die. So I feel like I should reverse engineer the map format for this game just to find out what messages were written. So that didn't look like a mine trip. Or I don't think it said mine trip. I hope this levels up, because I'm running low on MP now. Oh, it looks like I'll level up from my next battle. I don't want to fight two of them again, though. Only one. Oh, there's the end of this level. But that means there's another. Okay, that's the way to the center. Why can't I just fight one? One is enough. Oh. Oh. Oh, I already... I had hair trigger on the escape button. I'm now exhibiting escape keep discipline. I've moved my finger off of it. Alright. Another level. What do you think I'll fight here? Oh, it looks like something big up there. Glowing shield. Cool. Glowing sword, so 659? Yeah. Mirror shield is 101. 216, wow, that put me up a lot. Will there be a glowing ring over here? Yes, indeed. So 22 to 50, wow. Yeah, that's a big step up. So it doesn't seem like there's random battles down here. Alright, well, who is this? Ancient D. Oh, cool. Okay. Aspetra, the light ship. Tablets. Oh, cool. Supernova. Oh, so there's a nova and there's a supernova. There's a portal? What portal? Oh, okay, good. Well, rad. I guess I gotta go back for the eggs now, but everything seems so small after after that encounter. I made a save called Champagne Supernova when I got it. But I don't still have that save. Okay, so I've got an inventory full of stuff I could sell. How much gold do I have now? 37,000. I don't even know what replenish does. Red flower gets magic back. Maybe replenish does more. This was where the chief of dragons was. Unlock. And if you wanted to see the inn, so the inn is not kept up by a red dragon. It is kept up by a green dragon. I do like their hanging dragon head lamps. Those are pretty neat. Oops, didn't mean to go back in there. Okay, so we should go back in here. I think they can't even touch me now. I should see how much damage I do. What's my attack? 84. Still not the best sword in the game. You get that earlier, but you were forced to trade it. Nothing's really worth fighting at this point. Yeah, I would say Soul Blazer had kind of a strange look to it. And I guess, yeah, this is a little similar to it. Alright. So... Oh. Yeah, so now they're doing like 1/10 of the damage that they were doing before. That's interesting. Alright. Now we fight again the Dragon Warriors. So I did this probably like 40 minutes ago, but then I wanted to see the rest of this dungeon. And once you complete this, it just takes you out of here, so you can't go back, I don't think. Oh wow. These were pretty tough when I fought them before. And now I don't know if they're going to damage me. Yes, indeed. That is Swift Sheldon, who gave me an unlocker, sold me a pretty crummy raft. I also got a mover device, not directly from him, but I traded with someone else who had bought it from him. It broke after I used it, of course. I used it to move a log. I also liked that it was called, like, Unlocker. And Mover, and not, like, Lockpick or Lever or something, but... So when this happened, I was like, I set their souls free? Like, this is what we're calling murder? But apparently I didn't murder them. Apparently I really did set their souls free. Alright, back to the town where all the children were stolen. Alright. So... $734, $784, $588, $550. Looks like that dragon sword won't be put to use. Well, do I want to stop here or do I want to keep going? I think this is the end. I'm going to keep going. Oh, it's a dungeon. Don't be a dungeon. I don't want to fight dragon warriors. Guess I don't really have to fight them. How do I get out of this place? I'm disappointed. Well, I guess the dragon warriors are a new enemy. The last several dungeons, there have been a real lack of new enemies after like a whole game of unique enemy after unique enemy. It's been kind of a letdown in that respect. Like there were no palette swaps until like 2 dungeons ago. And then that whole like dragon dungeon was just different colors of dragons, at least until we got to Colleen. Colleen was cool. Or Neelloc. Alright, here we are. Something's coming through the door. Oh, here it is. Retharon with the hair. Using Nova on me. Let's try Supernova. Attack for 20. Wow. I like how, wow, how many pages are there for spells? There's 33 pages for spells. I'm pretty sure I have all of them. Yeah, this battle will have a lot of flashing lights. I don't really know the Andromeda strain. That was a Michael Crichton novel? Have you had enough yet? Nope. I would say this has been one of the like more interesting looking boss art in this game. Like, I like this pose. It's pretty unique. I don't think I've ever seen a boss in a pose quite like that. Level up. That seemed like a trick. We're just... Oh, there's a film version of the Andromeda strain? Yes, it's the big twist that you couldn't see coming from a mile away. Whoa. This is Aspetra? Well, I think this battle is going to be about like 30 more of me casting that spell. We are getting unique boss music here. Oh, so Aspetra knows Supernova too. Should probably use one of these, like, items that I've stocked up. I wonder what a hyper potion does. Oh, just heals everything. Well, that's good. This is really mellow final boss music. It occurs to me that this game doesn't actually have sound effects. It only has music. Oh. Aspetra wasn't carrying gold. And I've got nothing to learn. Yeah, but you can make sound effects with AdLib. This game just doesn't have sound effects. Oh, I get to go thank everyone. That dragon looked like it was already resting, to tell you the truth. I didn't unlock the prison? Why didn't I... What? This was like a long time ago in the game that I went through the prison. Here we go. Credits. Andros? Pedros. Oh, it said Andros in the thing. Peter Wood, Andy Wood. And so I assume all of these are just pseudonyms for Peter and Andy. Motivator. That is quite an end screen. What is this music? This music sounds like a hymn. Well. Oh, it just quits. Well. That was Aspetra. I hope you've enjoyed this adventure. I've recorded it all in case you missed any of it. And, I will do something else with my life now. Goodbye, everyone.